Beautiful souls, it's AMA Wednesday. If you tuned into last week's AMA Wednesday session, you'll know that this week we are doing something called soul reading, where we opened up 4 spaces for individuals to send in a photo of themselves and where we could go into depths about messages from their soul and any other important messages that wanted to speak through to them. And we're going to be doing that in today's session. Now, for individuals who ask questions, Maggie, Gina, Metague, Sveta, Bryce, we will be answering your questions in next week's AMA Wednesday session, the 5th of June. Make sure to have your notifications turned on so that you don't miss the session. Now, if you haven't seen our new Friday series, Unashamed, head over to our channel. We've got a trailer, we've got snippets, and we've also got the full channeling session where guests go through an entire session with myself and Maitreya. So just head over to the page and click on those videos to see what we are doing in those sessions. And with that being said, beautiful soul, we're going to get started with the very first soul reading. The very first soul reading is for Agni. You see, Agni, down your entire generational lineage, there has been many illnesses, sickness, dysfunction, and disease in the body, mental disorders, as well as physical pains, arthritis, dementia being 2 of them. This has been happening down the female line, down the mother line. But you see, your soul would like to communicate with you that whatever you've been doing, yes, there has been a very, we could say, extreme amount of burden, responsibility, and heaviness tied not only to your entire generational line, but has continued within yourself in this lifetime. But your soul wants you to know that whatever you've been doing, you got to keep doing it, because there is light coming through. It's very clear. That light is the light of your soul that's been trying to break free, that's been trying to unshackle itself, that's been in search for a feeling. It's been searching for arrival so that it can just stop. It can finally draw the line from exhaustion, from mental games. So you see, there is a circle tied to your soul. Everyone goes through a very similar cycle. And you want to be part of the cycle, part of the souls, especially during this time, 2024. You want to be part of the souls that have begun that cycle, where the expression of yourself, your light, your true self, your trifecta, the knowing, being, doing, is revealing itself. You want to be part of that soul group. And the reason why is that if you aren't part of that group, the density from the lower frequencies are becoming excruciatingly heavy, which means that those who do not have support and have decided to not help themselves one way or another, it's a very slippery slope. And it will be very difficult for those who haven't begun the soul cycle to break free. So not only have you begun, we can see very clearly that you are making your way around that cycle. You're not halfway there, because if you are halfway there, that is an enormous amount of work. Enormous. And the cycles must not be taken lightly, because it can take decades and lifetimes to just get halfway, to just get a quarter of the way. But you've begun, and it's lovely. Let's just see if there's anything else here for you, okay? There's a very gentleness to your nature, and your challenge, one of your biggest challenges, is to move away from a coldness, from an almost freezing in this life. And your soul wants you to know, to move into nurture, care, kindness, heart, to seek compassion always, first and foremost, to seek to understand another. And the more you'll do that, the more you can bring through the archetype, that which we call the mother, even though you are already a mother in this life. But it's bringing more of the gifts and the energy of the Divine Mother. So, regular checking in on your heart. Finding moments to laugh, play, and be excited like a child. And we thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, Emma. Yeah. Yeah. You've gone through a lot of shock in your life, Emma. Hard times. Quite difficult to understand why. There's a great amount of shock in the body. You've seen things that no eyes of innocence should see. And we just want to let you know, as you're listening to this, Emma, if it feels emotional, just see if you can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and just let that move through you. Just allow whatever wants to come through, okay? Your soul is asking for help. help with understanding events along your timeline at many different intervals of your timeline. There is a worry here that's been with you for quite some time. And your soul is saying that worry would like to seek relief, would like to be gone. There's a holding energy there. When we hold on to emotions for a long period of time, we can get used to them. We can actually find comfort in them, that if they left, and even if someone could help us move those emotions, we would more than likely call them back. And it sounds a bit mad, but it's very common. People stay in anxiety, people stay in fear, they stay in discomfort and all sorts of feelings because they would have experienced them for a long time, and that would be their normal. There's something else here as well, but I don't feel it's necessary to say here. And we're just going to keep that at your discretion. But if you do want to know what that is, just email me and I will share that with you privately in an email, okay? So, there is you see, your energy is very peaceful. And even your entire spirit body is peaceful. There's a solace around you despite the rumblings. When we go down deep into the soul, but there is, yes, there it is. Deep down in your heart, Emma, there's like a little keeper of stored experiences, of stored energy, of stored emotions, like this. And you've locked it up very well. And you keep it safe inside of your heart. But you see, your soul would like to be let loose. It would like to release the burden of that trinket that you keep inside of your heart. Your soul doesn't want to carry it. And it is saying that if you continue to carry it, it's going to go into your next life. And it is saying it is no coincidence that we are having this conversation with you now, because we can see that in your next life, you are actually free from that trinket and from all of those burdens. But of course, that is one timeline of possibility that we see. It's quite clear. And the reason we say that to you is that we hope you make the decision to relieve not only the body, but it's the spirit from these energies. Yeah, very nice. Very nice, peaceful energy. Don't know if you can feel that with us as you're listening, but the entire time I've been here with you, I feel very calm. I feel very at peace. But it's also a messenger. You got an angel behind you in the photo as well. And the messenger is although there is a peace around you, don't allow that peace to fool you into holding on to anything that would like to break free. Okay? We hope you find that for yourself, and we thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sadie is next. Thank you so much for the boba tea this week, Sadie. Again, it made me smile. It just brought this smile on my face, this warmth. Just wanted to thank you so much for sending that, for supporting the channel and this work. Okay, so let's just find your photo. And let's see. Okay, Sadie. Very nice, very nice. Look at the light. Look at your soul light. Undeniable. Undeniable, your soul light. Sometimes you don't believe. And I'm not even sure if you know or think that of yourself. But your soul light is very clear. It's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. But you see, the light is bright within you. You've got a lot to share. Your soul has a lot to share. It wants to share. It's actually got quite a big expression. And that big expression is from lifetimes upon lifetimes, gathering, 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 all into that trifecta, the knowing, being, doing. And it's a little bit like you've got a library. This information would be helpful to share with others, share in groups, share in places that would be grateful and appreciative of this information that you have, that your soul has. And there is something, you see, your spirit is saying that there's a lot of energy accumulated in the higher chakras of your body, the upper energy centers. Okay, we're going to say 1, 2, 3, which is referring to, just give us a moment. Which is referring to your crown, your third eye, and your throat. There's a little bit trickling into the heart as well. So these places, if you can find a release of energy, if you can send that energy down from the crown down. So remember to connect to source and always visualize, call in the energy that is clear, that is of light, that is of unconditional love. Ask your guides to bring that energy down through your body and then into your midsection and then into the lower parts of your body, into the ground. That's important because your spirit is saying there's something going on with mind games. And I feel that as I say those words, you're going to know immediately what I mean. So it's either someone is playing mind games with you, or that indeed, in fact, there is a lot of mental activity going on that it can be hard to stay center of your body. This is very important because this is disrupting the free flow of energy into the other parts of your body that is in need of it. Just see what else there is here. Yeah, you're very giving. You put people first. You put people first. A little bit over giving, we could say, a little bit over giving. But that's your heart. And that is your sacral, your stomach, the nurturing, this mother. It's the energy from the mother. It wants to look after because it can look after in a way of kindness, in a way of nurturing, looking after, giving, nourishing. Yes, yes. It's quite nurse-like. Yes, very nurse-like. And anyone that meets you will be able to feel that from your energy. Your soul is so bright, Sadie, that even the star system that you're from shines through. And it does that in your current body. It does that. It's so striking because I believe we've mentioned, we've shared something along these lines with you before because it's a very similar energy. But you see, the star system that you are from, it wants you to remember remembrance of who you are, where you came from. There is so much history. Yeah, it's incredible. It's possible to even read so many of your lifetimes just from one side. Remarkable. Yes. Yes. And there are pains. There are pains. The pains stem from the feminine, Sadie. You're probably aware of this. But there are pains from the feminine, from the mother. So if there were, or if there was anything that you felt, there you go, it's right here. Top right chamber of your heart, top right chamber of your heart. If there was some work, some healing that you wanted to do, we would recommend that in your own time you breathe into that top right chamber of your heart, because there's a stream of tears that have been yet to come through your body from the feminine. Yes, from the mother. So, if you can connect to that part of your heart, you can let that part of you find some relief, have a little bit of breather, because we don't want that to keep knocking there. Even if they're minor little knocks, they still interfere with our vibration. But you can do that, and remember to just breathe in through the nose and out through your mouth, okay, when you do that. And we thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Soul reading number 4. We've got Debs. So we're just bringing it up now, okay? So let's just see what we've got here. Thank you for being here with us, Debs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we do feel this is going to be emotional. So we just want to warn you to be in the right kind of space, distraction free, just quite private. You just want to be listening to this just by yourself, especially if it's the first time that you're playing this. Heart, 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 heart. See, your soul is feeling very burdened right now, heavy, yeah. And there's a lot of tears here. Tears from loss and not quite understanding why losing a parent is so drastically painful. We recommend immediately to do some work on your heart, Debs, immediately, because the heart is very restricted. When we say restricted, what we mean is that it needs breath, it needs life, but at the moment it doesn't feel like it can breathe. And what that's doing to the body, the mind, the energy and emotions, it's going to keep you in a bit of a prison state, 4 walls, not knowing where to turn, who to look at, what to do, where to go. Because the impact of loss is so debilitating. But you know, your soul is so bright. My goodness, look at that. Despite what you're going through, and this, just give us a second. It's hard to breathe. You can feel like you've got asthma. But despite what your entire system, your energy field is going through, there is no denying the purity of your soul. It's pure. Anyone that meets you, anyone that has an opportunity to be your friend, they would be very lucky to meet you on their path. They would be very lucky to have someone like yourself. You're a heart, soul. You come from the planets that vibrate at the same frequency as the heart chakra. And your souls are very unique because you completely operate from the center, the seat of your soul, from this purity, from this innocence. People can take advantage of you, Debs. It's very common with heart souls. But it's also an honor to have these kinds of souls on earth, because you not only raise the frequency, bringing purity consciousness in, although there are many challenges for heart souls, you also, in all of your doing, endeavors, being, you just give, you just kind, you just do. And there are some lessons there with boundaries. That's what your soul wants you to know, that you must complete these lessons. And you complete them with your voice, by speaking up, by saying no. And as you speak up and as you say no, you hold that. And when someone tries to take advantage of you, when someone tries to take from you, because they're not operating from the purity of their hearts, and that they are seeking an opportunity from another, in those moments, you call it out in the moment. That's how you increase consciousness into your body. That's how you actually bring more of the energy that is required in your solar plexus. Strength. This is who I am. That's what a lot of heart souls need. They need more strength in the solar plexus to balance all of that unconditional love, all of that non-judgment. Here you go. Have this. It's okay. You take it. You need to balance that with a not today. With a, why did you do that to me? And then you hold that energy as you speak and as you confront. That's what your soul wants to know, Debs. And it's remarkable. There's a lot of markings on your face, lines that tell so many stories. And again, you keep these stories stored. No one knows they're yours. There's nothing wrong with that. But some stories want to speak. Some stories want to be heard. Because if another feels it in their compassion and empathy, that allows you to release a little from that stored information, from those stored stories. You've had a hard time with your mother. A very hard time with your mother, Debs. The energy exchange between you both hasn't been the healthiest, hasn't been the kindest. And the word here is concern. There's concern here around this relationship. So let us know, Debs, if you're feeling that, and if that does make sense, what we are sharing with you, just let us know in the comments. Yes. And even you can see your father has left because it's on your face. Mother is still here. But there is pain with the mother. Yes. It's like she doesn't listen to you. And she's not been present with you to actually see her daughter. That's all down your left rib. Okay, it's all down there. Left side of the body, just going up to the breast there, and then as we go down the rib cage, it goes down right down to your hip. So again, as we shared with Sadie, what you can do, you can actually get some, well actually, the first thing is you can actually get some body work here. So we recommend someone with hands that can actually move energy from the body. There's some wonderful workers out there that move energy from the body. It's a little bit like a massage, but of course they're working in the field of the energetics in the body, so we recommend that. And then secondly, like with Sadie, in your own time, breathe. You can, big breaths, okay? Your soul would like you to be doing more breathing. They're saying attend a breathing session, like a breathwork class, where others, as a group of you, breathing together. This is not only going to help, that's all down there, but it's actually going to bring some relief to your soul, which is saying it desperately needs. You can see I started itching. It's seeking relief. And I've got a cramp building just under my ribs as well now, which is quite painful. But if you breathe and you start regularly doing breath work, you can even find it on YouTube. You could do 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day. Just follow someone, start that. But I recommend groups because sometimes that camaraderie, that can help. That support and meeting new faces, that can encourage and motivate. But you can also do it in your own time. But big deep breaths into that part of your body is going to help the heart. But that's urgent. Your soul's saying it's urgent. She needs that now. She needs that now. Don't delay. Don't delay. Body needs the breath. And we thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful souls, and that is the end of today's AMA Wednesday session, the end of the soul readings. If you found today's session valuable, insightful, you would like us to do another one, just pop soul reading in the comments below so that we know to do a session like this again. And for next week's AMA Wednesday, the 5th of June, we're going to be answering the questions from the individuals that we shared at the beginning of the session. And if you would like to support this channel, support this work, and you find that what you receive from this channel, the messages that come through, what we talk about, the transmissions, Grandmother Maitreya, myself. If you would like to support us, then you can do so now. The link is in the description box below, and the link is also in the comments below. Just simply click the link where you can gift us a boba tea or more, entirely up to you. With appreciation, many thanks and blessings to all of our subscribers and all who are supporting us and continuing to support this channel. All of your beautiful kind words, your graciousness, your gratitude. It reaches my heart, it's warming, and I just wanted to take this moment to thank you all for being here. Keep the questions coming in. Love and blessings. Love.